Sideburns. Sideburns.
Yo, what's the word? 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 Just talking how you talking. Bosses language bosses before you step in the office. What's the word? 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 Just talking how you talking. Bosses language bosses before you step in the office. What's the word? What's the word? I have something to say, have some words dropping to your light. Hurry, underlay, spill that tea. What you waiting for? We just want the word. Don't tell us nothing crazy that's gonna get up on our nerves. Just chill, relax, live in the moment while we put it on wax. We live on Anchor every Wednesday of the week. So tell your family and friends where you be. Yo, what's the word? 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 Just talking how you talking. Bosses language bosses before you step in the office. What's the word? 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 Just talking how you talking. Bosses language bosses before you step in the office. What's the word? What's the word? What's the word?
What's up? This your girl, Kiz Kel. Ooh, you're in me. Yeah. And this is episode 39 of What's the Word? And you already know I'm being joined by the legendary host, the one, the who, Mr. Dijon.
What is up, my good people? I am back. I know y'all missed me. It's cool, but the angelic voice is back on and popping. You heard me, blessing your ears, or whatever you're listening to us on. But we are back with episode 39 of What's the Word? Let's get it.
And we got a jam-packed episode. Like I said, we're gonna talk about the whole you had to do me and me. Hey. But we're gonna talk about the whole Black Lives Matter conversation. The how can a homosexual male or just homosexual, how you gonna be homosexual and rep Black Lives Matter? I don't know how you can't not though, but we're gonna talk about that. Of course we're gonna talk about the whole artists that are out here in the community doing artist outreach, our thoughts on that, and how we view, like, should artists be that influential in their community? I mean, it's not a given that they should, but still, we're gonna talk more into that and get into that. Of course, we got the messy tea for the she ain't hearing me. We got the whole Reginae gonna spilled her tea about 50 Cent and her daddy on the podcast. We're gonna talk about the military soldier that was killed, brutally attacked. We're gonna talk about Lift Every Voice and Sing, gonna be the national anthem for the whole first week of football. What else we gonna talk about? We're gonna talk about a whole bunch of stuff. Charlamagne God.
A whole bunch of stuff. Charlamagne the God. His shows on Comedy Central. That's it.
And Jada said she
to the red table.
And Patrick Mahomes got the coin.
Boy, I'm telling you, the memes are killing me.
I'm gonna bring myself. We're gonna have her bring herself to the What's the Word table talk.
Jada, give us the exclusive, sis.
Without further ado, let's get into it. So, Dijon, let's talk about our views on this whole Black Lives Matter versus the community.
So, sis is basically saying that how we gonna rep when we not really creating black lives, creating a black lifestyle, basically. But my whole view on that is, just because we're gay does not mean we can't reproduce. Doesn't mean we can't create a black lifestyle, quote unquote. I'm pretty sure about 10 people off the top of your head that's black, gay, and that have children, that have produced, or not even just children, but just created a black lifestyle in general, period. My thing is, that's the whole issue with our community now. We're so busy fighting each other it's a black on black thing going on right now. Like it's not black on white, it is black on black. We're fighting each other within the groups, within the community. You know how you have those subgroups, you have groups in the community. We're fighting against each other, and it shouldn't be like that. You know, we shouldn't have these type of questions posed. My thing is, just like we talked about many seasons episodes ago, my thing is, if you have a question, if you feel uneducated about things, go to someone and ask that person. You know what I'm saying? It's not always peaches and cream, you know, to bring stuff to Twitter. You know, Twitter is just a different thing in a different thing. You know what I'm saying? So it's like when you post things there, stuff can be taken out of content. And now that, you know, we're sitting here and we're talking about this, maybe it could have just been a generalized question, not necessarily meaning that they're coming for somebody. You know what I'm saying? But you have to be careful. You have to be conscious of the words that you use and how you put things together, because people will take things out of context. And I did that when I first saw it. I'm like, bitch, how the fuck you gonna say it? You know what I'm saying? But now, right, like maybe it could have just been a general question.
And I talked about this over the weekend. I talked about how so much in our community we tend to lead with emotion because we're emotional people. Not just that, but we are emotionally scarred.
Yes,
everything
absolutely.
That happened in our ancestry of black people is nothing but pain. So that's all we know how to do. I always say hurt people. So we say those types of things not thinking that they're hurting people, but we want to know questions. I know I saw something online where this artist was like a similar question to that. The artist was like, how the reason why trans women or men are not attractive to trans women is because of them not seeing them as real women. And of course, when you hear that first sentence, them not consider them as being real women, you're gonna be like, make this make sense to me. But then you think about it, I'm like, yeah, because we kind of, any straight dude that would openly say they liked it, a transgender person, you know his colleagues gonna go ham on him. They not gonna be like, oh, that's what's up. Now we have people that be like, oh, that's what's up, just, you know.
And I've seen it. I've seen where you know, you have trans men and women that date each other. I just seen a couple on Twitter not too long ago, and they were both trans, male and woman. But then right, you also a straight male dating right. You have that. You have straight men that date, just like you was about to say, you have straight men that date trans women. Nothing is wrong with that.
And like the person was saying, make it make sense to them. Like, how could you say that? Because the first thing you say, you leading with emotion. What you mean, real woman? Right. And of course, we look at it now of their version of what women are. Just like the evolution of humans, we have different breeds of humans. We have different breeds of humans that explore sexually differently. Of course, they're not biologically women in the sense of genetics, but they're women. You know what I'm saying? Because their upbringing, for the most part, is they carry themselves as a woman, not a lady. Like Shanae would say, I'm a lady. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, we know that our community is definitely scarred. But what we got to stop doing is coming up with these types of conversations without backing. Because this was a tweet. This was nothing but a few sentences, and not everybody is going like, bitch, what the fuck she said? What the fuck she meant about that? But nobody having the real conversation that they need to have with these types of conversations. Right. Black homosexuals create black lives just off the fact that they're born in this world.
Right, and that's why I feel like we need to have more talks like this. You know what I'm saying? Like roundtable talks, talking about certain coming to someone and talking about that stuff, educating. We had a great conversation about this in this group that I'm in, that I originally saw it from. And that's how I thought it would be like a good thing to talk about here on the show, just getting everybody's different opinions on it and whatnot. So yeah, like it was it was something that really, really, really needed to be talked about. But you know, we do have to get out of that fighting against each other, because just like I said, it could have been one way and it could have been the other way. But we don't know because we're just reading it, you know, from a tweet. It's not necessarily coming out of somebody's mouth.
Also said that people take the concept differently when it's written than when you saying it. That's why we talk about these things on the show, and we're gonna keep talking about these kind of conversations because they're important. But we're gonna get more into the main topic, because we could talk about these kind of conversations all over and over again. But let's get into it. So, what's our thoughts on artists that are heavily active in a community and how they are impact change in the world? And do you believe more artists should get more involved in neighborhood service? And we're gonna talk about like Akon planning to build Akon City, and Master P with this whole rap snacks, because he taking over, and he got some Uncle P's rice, seasoned rice that you gotta eat with your gumbo now. It's a must. And you know we got the messy tea from the messy shades, so let's get into it. Dijon, what's your take on the whole artist being heavily influenced and active in their community and impacting? One artist I think stood out that was heavily influenced in like seeing them influence active in the community. Shout out to the late great Nipsey Hussle, because he definitely created like programs and talked about the programs, the STEM programs that he had was creating in the works and stuff like that. So I think that definitely was one. But we was talking about Master P being one of those people too, because before, so people who don't know, rap snacks before Katrina, because we black people from New Orleans don't go with dates. We go either before or after Katrina. Before Katrina, if you really paid attention, rap snacks was out before Katrina. They only had like Master P and Romeo and stuff like his people, but they really was out early on in the 2000s. They didn't blew up now, but oh my God.
Now that I'm thinking about it, I think
they had Lil Romeo on the bag when he had his liberator.
I think I remember, yeah. It's just it just expanded now, you know, with different artists, yeah. You got Cardi B, you got the Migos. Didn't he have one with Biggie on there?
It's the newest flavor, and it's just not only that, it shares with like topics of like, if you read the bag, if people actually read, but it do have like a little, you ain't got time to read the bag. Right. But they are one people, that's one way to be active in your community, a way for people to be able to.
Master P has always been like that.
Right.
Always been like that. You know what? And I like artists, you know, that, you know, branch out and, you know, they broaden their horizons rather than, you know, just being known for the rapper guy or the girl that sings, you know. You know, you brought up Nipsey Hussle, you know, of course, you know, I idolized Beyonce, and the thing that I really like about her, you know, she has always been just like how Nipsey Hussle was, just like how Master P was. She has always been heavily, you know, active, you know, with injustice and, you know, just everything. Like, I don't need to go into detail of what she's been, you know, raising money for Flint, Michigan, for clean water, you know what I'm saying? So it's just like using your platform to make a difference. Like, you don't have to be subjected to just one thing just because that's your talent. Like, and not just singers, you know, they have
Kim Kardashian getting people out of prison, bitch.
Correct. You know, so it's just like it's just like use that bigger platform, because you have people, you know, that are not so big in that. You know, I had a conversation with someone and they were talking about podcasting, and they were saying, you know, well, I don't have the platform, but I'm like, you don't have I'm like, you don't necessarily. No. Stop. I'm like, you don't necessarily have to have a big platform, quote unquote. Like, stand in what you want, stand in what you are going to do, just like how we did. You know, we don't really have that big of a following to say we've been doing it for so long. But you know what? It's like you build from where you are and you build yourself up to that stature. You know, you gotta start there to get, you know, to where you have a big following. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, but I definitely applaud like artists being influential in their community, because we need to see that representation like that on that level, not just on television but in the flesh, seeing, giving back to your community. If we want to pinpoint New Orleans, I feel like Pat Swilling himself has been a pioneer of that too, because had it, on some real shit, had it not been for Pat Swilling building up the East probably would have been a forgotten part of the East, just like every other part of New Orleans. He was building up them strip malls. He ain't had shit in them, but he was having rent high, but it started business. It started business in the East. And then out of all of the streets in the East, Bullet, Crowder, Reed, Bullet is the most popping, most active street, most put together, because because people from the community, shout out to Pat Swimmer.
But that's how Lake Forest about to be in a minute.
About to be in a couple of seconds. Let's blink. Like they already like
especially
that.
You know, with the current city councilwoman we have, you know. Shout out to Cindy Wynn. I feel like that she is going to get this community back together. She loves the East. This is where she has been since, you know, they came over. So it's like so I honestly believe, you know, before she does finish out, you know, the East will be back up and running how it used to be before Katrina, before the storm,
before everything. BK AK bitch. After Katrina, before Katrina. Right. But that definitely, that Akon, I want to talk more about Akon, because this whole Akon city that he's creating is just like it caught me off guard, because I wouldn't expect it. Somebody like Akon, you know, they gave him the go. They gave him the money he needed to, the funding, I won't say the money, but the funding he needed to build his own city in Senegal. So Akon has started building Akon City in Senegal with focus on cyber currency and renewable energy. So this is the go for his new, he said he wanted to have his own city, and they gave him a black man out there doing business in Africa, about to go back home. I'm about to go back home. I ain't even from, well, I got a little ancestry from Senegal. Let me go while they rebuilding, so the land cheap.
That's really dope. And you know, it's, you know, the list goes on and on. You know, some people that you may not even, you know, particularly care about. You know, Oprah is one.
People she done gave cars. I'm still waiting on mine.
Built a school. J. Cole, Kendrick Lamar. The list goes on. Solange knows. You know what I'm saying? So it's like Tina knows. So it's like, just, I would have to say, you know, just for, yeah. I mean, it's a lot. It's so many. You know, don't feel no type of way, y'all. We forget y'all, but it's a lot. It's a lot, you know, and you just have to, you know, take a look at that and realize, you know, that, you know, these people, you know, doing what they love, but, you know, they're also showing that, you know, they are human as well, and they care about the human race. Michael Jackson, when I think about human race, you know what I'm saying? So it's like,
he created a whole song, went to Africa, did the song out there. Like when Michael Jackson died, that's what I'm talking about, how impactful a person could be. When he died, he changed the world. I was around when I was in the area when he died, and I could feel the energy. So many people was like, the world stopped a little bit when Michael Jackson died. Like, that was so unexpected, and a lot of people are feeling the effect of him being gone still to this day. But man, that just I feel like as an artist, it don't matter what caliber you're in, whether it's high or low, definitely go and be involved in politics. Go, not just politics as in the government, but streets. Be in the streets, be active. Make sure that these people can see you. Go in these neighborhoods and give out whatever you gotta do to support your community. Let that be the focal point of your drive, especially when you make it. When you make it, it's gonna go even.
And you don't have to do these things to be seen. You could do these things in the background.
Do this because you know it's gonna be good on your heart.
You want to do it because you are a good person. You know what I'm saying? There are a lot. Right. There are a lot of celebrities that do things behind the scenes, and a lot of people don't know that they do it because they don't want to take the focus off of the good that they're doing, the cause. You know what I'm saying?
In the words of one of our commenters, you're a part of the problem. If you don't contribute to your community and be active in your community, it's a must that it takes all of us. We can't keep waiting and relying on the government. It take all of us. You feel me?
Right.
To get the shit done. But before I was about to say, but we can't until I come back after this. But we're gonna take a little break. We're gonna vibe to some featured artists. We have 2 featured artists right now. We got one from our city, Be Nice. You feel me? We're gonna vibe and chill today. And when we come back, we're gonna talk more about the messy tea from the messy shade. We talking about the eternity. Vanessa Gulligan was bludgeoned, the family's attorney says. We're going to talk about the NFL and Lift Every Voice. Regina saying her 401k, spilling the tea on how she feeling, her views of what her daddy allowed 50 Cent to say. Of course, my baby daddy, Candace Chief, speaking it into the existence, got his check, cut the man a check. And Jada is bringing herself to the red table, and Charlamagne got his own show. But when we come back, we gonna vibe. Let's vibe. You hear me? This one is Be Nice, Big Cash Money. Hope you vibe to it, and we coming back. You hear me?
With my back against the wall, you cannot box me in a corner. I remember selling games just to cop some marijuana. All my partners turn pussy, cause they think I'm trying to borrow. If you serious with this beef, I put them hollows through your car though. When you niggas started stepping, when that action, you a no-show. I'ma book you for a fee, send them shots all through your window. Don't be asking me who it's for, it's whoever who trying to tame me. I'm a beast, I'm a pit, ain't nobody trying to tame me. I ain't doing it for the clout, I'm just doing it for entertainment. But you send them shots first, how the fuck you cannot blame me? You an average ass rapper, I'ma call you Chris Kaman. When you got your unemployment, when you niggas started banging, you been hurting all year, now the streets got you hanging. I'ma make your ass a deacon, start singing Kurt Franklin, huh?
Hey, we back. That one was Be Nice, Big Cash Money. I hope you was vibing to that, was riding with us. You hear me? Yeah, hey, man. I like saying that part. But we could go on and on about that topic. Like I said, if you want to be a feature artist, you already know what you gotta do. You gotta follow us a word at all social media sites first, and hit that link in that bio on our Instagram page, and all of it's right there. Of course, you can always hit up at what's the word 504@gmail.com and send us that fire. You heard me? Let's get into it. Messy Tea from the Messy Shade. You already know. The family attorney from Vanessa Gulligan was said that she was bludgeoned to death. Well, we already know. My question is, how the military not know where this girl was at and all of this shit that transpired through this? But Dijon, please take it away.
So this is coming from the
Messy Tea.
So chilling details surrounding the disappearance and death of Fort Hood soldier Vanessa Gulligan have come to light following the discovery of her partial remains. Gulligan's family attorney says she was bludgeoned to death with a hammer in the armor room where she worked on base before her killer transported her body off base and buried her. These were details the family learned during a meeting with Army investigators. Officials have identified the main suspect in Vanessa's disappearance as Aaron David Robinson, who committed suicide Wednesday when he was approached by attorneys in Killeen, Texas. Vanessa's family learned that she had planned to file a harassment complaint against Robinson the day after she was killed. Officials believe Robinson became estranged when she told him that, according to CNN. Fort Hood officials claim they were not aware of reports of sexual harassment involving Robinson, even though the investigation is ongoing. While law enforcement agencies attempted to make contact with the suspect in Killeen, Texas, Specialist Robinson displayed a weapon and took his own life, said U.S. Army Criminal Investigation Commander Senior Special Agent Damon Phelps said at a news conference on Thursday. Robinson and Vanessa, though co-workers, were located in different buildings and he was not in her line of command, according to Phelps. Investigators were looking into Robinson's interactions with Vanessa, according to Phelps. He said there was no credible information Vanessa had been sexually harassed or assaulted. Phelps said investigators had concluded more than 300 interviews in the case. Investigators told the family that Robinson called a woman he was involved with to help him dispose of Vanessa's body after moving it off base. Texas Rangers also arrested a civilian suspect, a woman, in connection with Vanessa's disappearance. According to investigators, the suspect, who has not been identified, is the estranged wife of a former soldier from Fort Hood. She is in Bell County Jail awaiting civilian authorities to press charges. Vanessa had been missing since April 22nd. She told her family she was being sexually harassed by a superior, according to her family. People across social media continue to demand justice in her name and are demanding the Army be held responsible in her disappearance.
That shit is so...
That is wild as fuck. Like, my whole deal is when people make claims of sexual assault and harassment, take the stuff serious. Like, even if you don't believe them off jump, go right into it and do an investigation. You know what I'm saying? Don't take the shit lightly. Like, you could avoid stuff like this happening. People getting their lives taken or taking their own lives, you know, for being assaulted and harassed. Like, what is they gonna take?
But this also goes back to why people hold shit in and don't say nothing. Just because
about what, 2 episodes ago we talked about.
Yes. And it's like, that's why they don't say nothing. That's why people don't come out, because nobody don't do the corrective shit. And then when motherfuckers go up in there and busting heads and shoot motherfuckers, then it's like, but why did she kill 12 people? Because she was being assaulted and nobody ain't take her serious. You know what I'm saying? Or him serious. You know why they always have all these fucking shootings in the military? This ain't all. Every base got something, because it's be mental health issues that they're not taking serious.
They're always trying to sweep stuff under the rug.
They're trying to save a reputation. Fuck a reputation with the people in the shit fucked up. Get it together. But sing and lift every voice, and sing not gonna fucking change nothing either.
Sure the fuck not.
What the NFL saying, playing a black anthem, lift every voice. Who they gonna have? Who they gonna have? Constance, your girl that played Kim on the Parkers. She gonna fucking sing, lift every voice and sing. Bitch, who the fuck said we want that? Aretha is gone. That's the only one who can sing it.
Period.
Then second to that is gone. Jennifer Hudson and Fantasia could go for a battle, but We gonna be all fucking day with them. Bitch, we not playing with fucking Tasia this year. But anyway, take it away, Dijon.
So, this is also coming from the
Messy Sheen.
So, the NFL has big plans to show support and solidarity for the Pound Black Lives Matter movement, and it starts with a change to the national anthem. It has been announced that before every NFL game during the first week, notice I said the first week, the Black national anthem, Lift Every Voice and Sing, will either be played or performed live. At ESPN reports, the NFL has decided to take a stance in supporting the black community by having a live performance or recording of Lift Every Voice and Sing, which is traditionally known as the Black National Anthem. Before every game during the first week of the season, the NFL is also considering a variety of other measures during the upcoming season to recognize victims of police brutality, according to a source familiar with the NFL's discussion. Lift Every Voice and Sing would be performed before the Star Spangled Banner and will debut during the NFL season opener scheduled for September 10th, tentatively. Between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Houston Texans, having previously displayed increased awareness about the problems of systematic racism against the black community, the NFL, in collaboration with the NFL Players Association, is also reportedly considering listing the names of victims of police brutality on uniforms through decals on helmets or patches on jerseys. The league is also weighing the idea of producing educational programs about victims, among other plans that are said to be in the works. Last month, the league revealed plans to increase its social justice footprint by pledging to donate $250 million over a 10-year period. Before the action, the NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell admitted that the league had not properly handled how NFL players choose to protest police brutality and systematic oppression. He also condemned racism and showed support for Pound Black Lives Matter, while pledging his allegiance to the players in the battle for equal justice under the law. Now, before we actually read the whole thing, I actually like the fact, that they're going to get more involved, especially with the educational programs, and then the way that the players are going to, show their support to the victims of the families who were wearing decals on the uniforms and the helmets, and then also pledging to donate the money. Now, I like that part. Because what I was going to say before actually reading into all of that, I was going to say what they really need to do is they need to step in more into getting these police officers that are not being convicted properly for their crimes. That's what I believe they really need to do. You are one of the biggest platforms in the world. I'm calling you out NFL, I'm calling you out NBA. You know what I'm saying? Get it together and help get these officers behind bars. Shout out to Breonna Taylor. What's going on? There
are like a lot of social groups that the social it's changing, especially in the WNBA. They definitely are heavily involved in using their platform to. What they're doing is taking the names of all of victims of women and men that have been, I think women for the most part, that have been killed, and they're gonna display their names on the seats of the upcoming season. I remember seeing that. And so that's one way that they're trying, but it needs to be in a way where we seeing progress, in a sense where we don't have to keep saying this shit over and over and over and over again. is being repetitive. You know what I'm saying? It's becoming repetitive because we have to do this. But shout out to that. Okay, we ain't talking too much shit, but we ain't want y'all to be putting the fucking lift every voice.
Well, if you're gonna do that for the entire season.
Yeah, not just for the first week. Put that. We've been singing the fucking regular national anthem for years.
Do both. I believe that shit.
I'm pretty sure that the people would know them lyrics more than the national anthem. Fergie fucking messed up the national anthem for me. After she's in, and that's a Star Spangled Banner. Like, bitch, nah. But Regine seamlessly responds to Lil Wayne and 50 Cent's conversation about black women and the exotic conversation that our men tend to have all the time. And before we get into this, I want to say this because then we're gonna, of course, go in deep into it. But we gotta stop doing that. We gotta stop having conversations like that, because I don't think men would like that if women did that. And see, it's those types of men that do it. It be those men that wouldn't be shit without the women that he came across to, but he always talking shit. You know what I'm saying? If we stop putting people like 50 Cent on pedestals because we already know what he's gonna say, like, come on, he petty. This a nigga that got shot 9 times. Come on now. But anyway, take it away.
Oh, this is also coming from now. So on Monday, Regine Carter seemingly responded to the comments that were made during her father, Lil Wayne's conversation with 50 Cent that alluded to black women not being exotic, quote unquote, and basically dubbed angry black women stereotype, like they always do.
It's always black hip hop artists.
Always dubbing women as angry. So, black women. So, during an interview, the two discussed a lot from music to black women, and that's where many people gave them both a side eye. While Wayne was getting a good kiki, 50 stated they get mad, they get angry. He added that black women asked him, how did you end with this motherfucker, or this and that. He shared. With uncontrollable laughter, Wayne replied, for real, they get real angry. The New York native referred to the black women as angry black motherfuckers, while saying black women are trying to fuck up the whole vibe. He went on to say a lot more. The shit is exotic. The shit look a lot different from the shit you see in the neighborhood all the time. The shit looks like it comes off a boat, baby. He so comfortably added. Regine took to Twitter and wrote, I'm black, I'm beautiful, I'm enough, I'm exotic, I'm amazing, I'm one of a motherfucking kind. Now, where my black beautiful queens at?
Right here. I say, where my black queens right here? I'm right here.
A person on Twitter stated, just when you think Lil Wayne and 50 Cent can't get enough anti-black and colorists, they join forces and top themselves. Black women, please stop supporting these ashy ends. Another Twitter user added, where's all the outrage for 50 Cent and Lil Wayne after self-hating ass? Y'all had all the smoke for J. Cole, but are quiet as fuck about their degrading comments about black women. Where's Chance? Where's Earl? Y'all pick and choose y'all battles, huh? In response, Toya, Regine's mom, expressed, my daughter, so beautiful. You are everything, queen. Don't you forget that.
And it's gonna bust them in their ass because that shit is fucked up. I sometimes I don't think people actually think and be like, damn, what I said was fucked up. And I just was saying this over the weekend, how much we let emotions control our process of how we say shit. That shit was so out of pocket. You ain't had to fucking say that. And at the fact that Lil Wayne has a fucking daughter, how can you let some other motherfucker sit there and talk about, huh? No, Regine is
that's the only girl he has.
Only girl. He have the rest of the sons. So it's like, damn, nigga, like y'all gotta start stepping up because that was foul. You know, that's foul. And For the record, every fucking woman, these same women they quote unquote exotic, the only fetish they got is because they're from another country. You know what I'm saying? So it's more so like a fetish, and that's weird that you got a fetish on fucking culture.
My thing is, if that's what you like,
that's what you like, but don't go
tear down other people.
That's just
right?
fucking
that's so
dumb.
Stupid.
But then you gotta look at it. That's 50 Cent. That's what the fuck they always do. That's why he got shot 9 times.
Like, bitch, you should be lucky somebody wants you anyway, because you're not that cute.
And your hair is
you're not even
uneven.
you're not even cute at all, bitch. So you should be lucky if somebody wants your old dusty,
Well,
crusty ass.
I mean, he have somebody, but she's not black.
Of course not. That's
Well, she might be mixed.
You should be
she might be
that
mixed.
somebody wants your dusty, crusty ass.
But I think it for the most part, I really go into detail of why people have those types of chain of thoughts, and look at his upbringing and how he was raised to see and view women. Like, his mama was murdered. Look, his baby mama burnt the house down, bitch. All the shit, a lot of his experience is from what he experienced. But to go on a podcast and say that, generalizing all of us, because we got some bomb. I already know I'm exotic. How them Arab men be looking at these big jugs up in the gas station. Baby, they say, like you, baby. Have a nice day, baby. Like, baby. I already know I'm exotic.
You don't
Janet,
need nobody to tell you, huh?
Don't need it. Janet got her. You already know. Janet exotic. Janet got her Arab, baby. Got her secured the bag. So I just feel like dudes like that say that because it already be their own insecurities. Who want Wayne with 6 fucking dreads left up in his head? Come on now. That boy gonna got fucking 6
like
plaits.
he about to clock out of here any day now.
He got 6 plaits. Come on now. But y'all gotta stand the fuck up now. Y'all gotta start standing the fuck up and checking these motherfuckers. And it need to be men. It don't need to be women going on social media saying, I'm black, I'm proud. Always. This is why the fuck we say we ain't got no fucking help. What 50 Cent said out loud on podcasts ain't no different from when the white man was saying that shit about us. That's no different how Sarah Bartman had to fucking parade her body out. We just talked about this. That shit not cool. Y'all need to start fucking checking these motherfuckers. I don't care how much money he got. I don't know how much fucking respect you got for 50 Cent. When the shit be wrong, the shit be wrong. Because y'all always calling out fucking Terry Crews every time he talk about Black Lives Matter. He on fucking CNN fucking going left and right. But y'all can't never call fucking Wayne out. Can't never cancel these motherfuckers. Learn how to cancel these motherfuckers. I don't give a fuck. Just like we said fuck R. Kelly. When all this shit, do that same shit. Don't sugarcoat. I don't give a fuck how much high respect y'all got for these motherfuckers. That's the problem. And the fact that they came from black women is just like, how y'all idolize Tupac? How y'all idolize Tupac and he made a whole fucking song about this shit? Girl, get it together. Right. But my baby daddy said he cut that check.
Can I borrow him? I just want some of his coins. You can have him.
Kansas City Chief Patrick Mahomes signs the largest contract in history of U.S. sports. So, Zijon, take it away.
So, this is also coming from the
Messi Sheen.
So, Patrick Mahomes has he continues to make history. On top of being the youngest quarterback to ever be named Super Bowl MVP, the 24-year-old, aka Trey Boy, is now halfway to billionaire stat. Yeah, he's definitely Trey. He young and he rich. Come on now. So he is halfway to billionaire status thanks to the hefty bag he secured today. Mahomes signed a 10-year contract extension. You heard what I said. 10-year contract extension, reportedly worth up to $503 million in my RuPaul voice. ESPN's NFL insider Adam S. says this is the biggest contract in U.S. sports history. Go ahead, black man, and get them coins. In other words, Mahomes is locked in with the Chiefs until 2031, which is a very long time from now.
I'll be 41 up in here.
The extension also includes a $140 million injury guarantee as well as a non-trade clause, ESPN report. So that means he is locked.
Trade, nothing.
He is with them forever.
Team, basically. I think he could pull it off. Tom Brady did it with the fucking
Right.
and he
So-
didn't even get that check.
Right. So since he joined the Chiefs just a few years ago, Patrick has developed into one of the most prolific athletes in all of sports. Chiefs Chairman Clark Hunt said in a statement about Mahomes, who led them to their first championship in 50 years. With his dynamic play and infectious personality, he is one of the most recognized and beloved figures to put on the Chiefs uniform. He's an extraordinary leader and a credit to the Kansas City community, and I'm delighted that he will be a member of the Chiefs for many years to come. Mahomes acknowledged the deal on Twitter, letting Casey know he's here to stay. With a payout of $477.6 million over the next 12 seasons, Mahomes will have the largest contract in American professional sports. Los Angeles Angels player Mike Trout had previously held the distinction when he signed a 12-year, $426.5 million contract with the team in March of 2019.
That is what's up. And he deserves it. He definitely have been putting the... Man, I ain't never seen somebody that play like him, get like that close to getting a Super Bowl and then getting it one. Like, yeah, he got what it definitely takes to get. Right. He got some years love. He got a lot of years and fresh. If this Corona shit didn't happen, I'm pretty sure it would have been them and the same team they played against this year. Or whoever. Probably the Saints would have had their opportunity. Nah, we would have won that. I ain't gonna lie. But we're going to take another little break because we got to talk about Jada bringing herself to the Red Table Talk before we get out here and talk about Charlamagne getting his show. Shout out to that. And we're going to come back. You hear me? And yo, this one is Young San Heavyweight. You going to vibe to me. And like what I said, when we come back, we got all that. You hear me?
I don't work for break, but I'm moving this bank. It's looking too sweet, so you know I'm gon' follow this cake. Yeah, I follow this cake. Think I'm with Splash Bros, cause I shoot like I come from the Bay. Goddamn, I'm loving these hundreds, the money done turn the Bay. Got me my first couple hundreds, then that shit done turn to a chase. I got the packs in, so you know I'm gon' turn up today. We run up them racks, forever you won't see us running away. Ain't worried about that nigga talking, I had to say fuck what they say. Yeah, why am I coming so heavy? I tell them I carry this weight. Watch out, do not slip out and came with this dribble that spilled out the tank. Bro, turned up pussy, brought that chopper, hope he don't get carried away. Yeah, I had to stay down, man, I swear I was there for the way. Baby, as you know, I'm coming like concrete, I'm paving the way. I'm really slaving away, been working hard for these chains. Ayy, then rock it out, baby, cause it's time to shine. I need them diamonds today. The way that I flex make them sick in a way. I'm not trying to give them corona. I'm going to come and keep putting work until I turn into the owner. Why is they blowing my phone? At it all night, then right back in the morning. Come for that money and give me a boner. Your body on roll. They feel like I'm bowling. They copy my swag. I'm loving the clone. The money was calling. I told them to hold it. Wait, hold it. They loving the drip. It's getting so wet. So I keep on playing. I don't work for break, but I'm moving this bank. It's looking too sweet, so you know I'm gon' follow this cake. Think I'm with Splash Bros, cause I shoot like I come from the Bay. Goddamn, I'm loving these hundreds. The money done turn the Bay. Got me my first couple hundreds, then that shit done turn to a chase. I got the packs in, so you know I'm gon' turn up today. We run up them racks, forever you won't see us running away. Ain't worried about that nigga talking, I had to say fuck what they say. Yeah. Why am I coming so heavy? I tell them I carry this weight. I just spent 2 racks on my new shoes. I'm with the same shooters. Ain't no new dudes. I'm rocking ball mains. Ain't no FUBU. Gave her an X pill. She went cuckoo. Blood all on my Giuseppe's. I walk in this section and give them the business. I'm just getting used to this money. I'm straight out the trenches. That's just how I'm living.
That glizzy so used to my hip that I can't let it go, but that Draco hit different. I'm just getting used to that dark liquor, but I hate it, and they hold it different. I'm just getting used to them dark bitches, but I love it, that pussy hit different. Got KFC right in my kitchen. My brother didn't really cook chickens. Hey, come 32, you get a bowl. I got exotic and I get you right. Get 20, I hop on the road. I give you a load and lower the price. Yeah. Put 50 inside of my glizzy. I ride with extensions, protecting my life. I'm running it up through the night. Bank counting it, make sure it's right.
I don't work for brick, but I'm moving this bank. It's looking too sweet, so you know I'm gon' funnel this cake. Think I'm with Splash Bros, cause I shoot like I come from the Bay. Goddamn, I'm loving these hundreds, the money done turn to bay. Got me, my first couple hundreds, then that shit done turn to a chase. I got the packs in, so you know I'm gon' turn up today. We run up the racks, forever you won't see us running away. Ain't worried about that nigga talking, I had to say fuck what they say. Yeah.
Okay,
Why am I coming so heavy? I tell
let's
them
go.
I carry this weight.
That one was Young saying, Heavyweight, you vibing? You vibing. Or
I like that. I like how that beat dropped in.
Yeah, that beat. They gave it to me. You feel me? It gave me the real, you know. It gave me that yeah. One verse that I didn't like in it though. You know the one. Just started fucking with black bitches. You know. You gotta change that, young guys. We gotta stop objectifying us, you know. Fuck with the song though. I fuck with the song until you had me into that. But we vibe with that. We still vibe. We still show support and love and all that. But
see how your black sisters always
support. But still, fix that next time. Fix that. Yeah, man. Ain't T said fix that. But it still was a good song. And, you know, metaphors, he couldn't, I don't know, you can't take shit out of context. I'm not taking shit out of context. He could have been talking about something else. But you just got to watch what you say at this time, you know. The climate is changing, you know. It's changing on us, you know. You got to watch it. You got to watch it, all right? Because we were just talking about that with Regine, you know. But let's get back to it. So Jada said she has to bring herself to the red table talk.
Girl, how about you come to the graffiti table?
What's the word? Table talk. You know what I mean?
It's gonna be called the graffiti table.
The graffiti talk.
No, it's gonna be called the graffiti table. You trying to...
Graffiti talk.
Girl, how about you and Will and August, y'all all come, and it's gonna be what's the word? Exclusive.
It's gonna be a menage a trois. Shout out to you to the T in the background, enjoying the conversation. So, Dijon, without further ado, take it away.
So this is also coming from
Mercy Shane.
a little bit too overboard. So, fans have been speculating if there was a romantic relationship happening between Jada Pinkett Smith and August Alsina, aka Treyboy. For some time now, and after August's most recent interview, it looks like Jada might be ready to speak on the alleged relationship. As we previously reported, August confirmed that he and Jada had a relationship in the past. While speaking with Angela Yee, August not only confirmed the relationship but said that Will Smith gave him his blessing to pursue it. Interesting. He also mentions Jada and Will's idea of their marriage evolving into a life partnership. After a few days of fans reacting, memes being made, and both Jada and Will's reps denying August's claim, Jada is summoning herself to spill the tea at the red table. There's some healing that needs to happen, so I'm bringing myself to the red table, Jada said in a tweet referring to her own show, Red Table Talk. If y'all have ever tuned into Jada's show, you know that Jada is the queen of having guests come and unpack their trauma, talk about their drama, and spill their tea in one of the most calming environments. Jada and Will have spoken their own truths and have also had their children to do the same. Now that it's time for Jada to sit in the hot seat, my question to you is, do you believe she is going to spill the tea on this alleged relationship?
I think she is going to waterboard the fuck out of this. Like I said, if she is not in green screen on the opposite side of that fucking table, I ain't watching it.
I mean,
it's gonna be a close-up.
Jada, can you give me your blessings to, have a relationship with Will Smith?
She gonna be like, I mentally stimulated him. I had a sexual relationship with him. It was a mentally motherly.
Girl.
Why she say some shit like that?
Girl, listen, like, bitch, if you was getting, my thing, girl, if you was getting some young New Orleans dick, you was just getting you some young New Orleans dick, like.
It's alright. Fuck. Nah, you can let Will
Jada,
come
I'm just
slide
saying,
my
girl,
DMs.
give me your blessing, sis.
Okay. Give me the
Jada,
blessing.
I'm just saying, girl.
Since y'all sharing, give me the blessing, bitch. Period. But Charlamagne says he got, he ain't say it, but he got it. He lands him a talk show on Comedy Central. Yes. They giving Charlamagne him his own show. He's moving on up. Charlamagne has showed me he's the Beyonce of that group. Bitch, but
Yeah, because Angela,
bitch, how August got more likes on the post and it's your shit.
All into it, like
She like, son, bitch, she ain't even on her Oprah shit. Oprah would have had August up in there fucking spilling the real tea, crying, bitch, and gave him a card thing. Ayana should have fucking did that interview, bitch. Iyala was gonna be like, get it off your chest, beloved. Get it off your chest. Beloved, it broke me. Bitch, Iyala would have had, that would have had 30 million views watching that shit.
People crying.
Iyala would have had me going to the show. Bitch, But
Bro, every time. The hole in the ground. You still don't understand.
bitch, Ayana gonna have you fucking talking to the stars, the moon, and the sky, bitch. Bitch, Iyala, have that. Fuck a red table talk. We need Iyala to fix this situation at this point. We need to hit the beloveds. We need it in our life because it's a must. It's a must. It's a must. But Charlamagne getting his own show on Comedy Central. What's that all about?
All right, so this is coming from the
Messy Shade.
So it looks like Charlamagne the Guy is making big moves outside of the Breakfast Club. It has just been announced that Charlamagne has officially landed his own weekly talk show that is set to air on Comedy Central Network later this year. According to Ed Deadline, Charlamagne the Guy is stepping into the forefront courtesy of his own weekly talk show on Comedy Central, which is prepared to launch ahead of the presidential elections in November. The network is likely anticipating that Charlamagne can bring his already large and existing audience with him to the new show, translating to high viewership numbers, turning in to get his branded take on pop culture, politics, and more. Speaking about this new television venture, Charlamagne had this to say: "Giving me a TV deal almost 10 years ago didn't really make any sense. I was a radio guy. It's easy to say, you know what, I think Charlamagne the Guy needs a talk show now, but almost 10 years ago, for him to have that vision, that did a lot for me. A lot of my success right now is because of those looks that I got on MTV2 and Viacom at the time." Accordingly, Chris McCarthy, I probably say that right, president of entertainment and youth group at Viacom CBS, spoke very highly of him. Charlamagne's voice is very right for today. It's fresh and real, and restoring in a way that very few can do. So currently there is no exact premiere date for the new show, but given the quickly approaching elections, it will likely be sometime this fall. So shout out to Charlemagne. I think he's it's not that many few radio personnels that actually get daytime talk shows or whatever it's gonna be. The only person I could really think of that switched over from radio to daytime talk is Wendy Williams. So, and they kind of like in the same boat, messy, always stirring some shit up. So I mean it should be a good show.
I definitely think it would probably be a good show.
I mean it should be a good show.
I definitely think it would probably be a good show. But shout out to him getting a bag, the Beyonce of the group. Shout out. We know
So
Angela
still gonna do the Breakfast Club?
probably gonna juggle, but bitch, they doing it on the Corona shit. They ain't in no studio. They're doing it from home, so I'm pretty sure he'll be able to do it.
But see, like with they talk, well,
That's
I'm pretty sure like most of those shows, they'll be start recording back in the studio.
yeah. Well, they'll
Probably
figure it
around
out.
that
His schedule, if not, well, look, they'll figure it out. Show them again, But it was an awesome show. Shout out to you, for listening.
It was very lengthy.
Very. If you really know, you know.
Right.
Subliminal messages. But shout out to you for listening. If you want to be a feature artist, don't hesitate to click that link in the bio, submit that music, or you can go and hit us with the email at what's504@gmail.com. Of course, follow us on our personal at Kiss Calhoun. And without further ado, take it away, Dijon.
Make it known that the season 2 finale is next week. Tears. But we definitely are, especially with this presidential election stuff coming up, so we're gonna be big. Yes. But you can follow me on Instagram _d.john, that's a N, no H, and Twitter _D_John. And in my A to the T words, you can also follow me at djohnrvs@gmail.com. Thank you. Oh, and shout out to Let's Talk with Dijon YouTube. That's going to be coming back real soon. So make sure y'all check that out as well. Follow me. Well, subscribe to me on Let's Talk with Dijon on YouTube. Yes, I'm plugging my show.
Of course, as always. Shout out to LL where you been in Sideburns for the legendary theme song. You already know. Shout out to Be Nice and Young Sam for the dope music for this featured episode.
Right. Oh,
y'all enjoyed and vibing. That's
shout out to Kiss Calhoun for these gold mics.
Right.
This new setup. The graffiti table. The gold mics. The rug. Peace and love.